History class 10th. Student, in recent video we have discussed about the romantic ideas and nationalism. Now we will discuss about hunger, hardship and popular revolt. In 1830s, these were the years of great hardship in Europe. Increase in population led to the widespread job loss. Means there were more job seekers than the employment. Population from rural areas migrated to the cities to live in overcrowded slums because there were more opportunities in the cities. That was why people from the villages they started living in the cities, overcrowded cities. Small producers were often faced stiff competition because small producers did not have mechanized industries. That was why industrial revolution in England led to face them a great hardship in their production. This was especially so in textile production. So in textile production there were much development in the industries of Europe, especially in England. There was a great development of textile industry in like cities of Manchester, Lancashire, etc., which was carried out mainly in the homes. So in other countries, the industry which were carried out mainly in home, they were faced stiff competition because they were less mechanized. In those regions of Europe where the aristocracy still enjoyed power, peasants struggled. So there were many things. First was economic hardship. Second, the competition from the industries, textile industry, etc., and aristocracies. We can say the exploitation by aristocrats, the peasants' exploitation by the aristocrats. This led to the widespread populism. So during these years in 1840s and 50s, such years saw food shortage, widespread unemployment. Population of Paris came on the road again. In this era, in these days, Paris population came on the roads once again after French Revolution. Once again, Paris population was on road. Barricades were erected, and Louis Philippe, who was the king at that time, he was forced to flee. So this is the situation of that time. And the National Assembly proclaimed a republic. Now king was fled, and National Assembly formed the government in which males above 21 were granted right to vote. National workshop to provide employment were set up. So the era was changed. Earlier in 1845, so what was the condition which led to this kind of revolt or upsurge? Earlier in 1845, weavers in Silesia had led to the revolt against contractors who supplied raw material and gave them order to finish textile but drastically reduced their payments, because the journalist or by Wolf described the event of Silesian village, because Silesian people were not paid regularly of their work. That was why they upsurged against the government. So there were 18,000 inhabitants in the village who were engaged in cotton weaving and production of cotton goods. The desperate need for the job has been taken advantage of by the contractor. They reduced the payments. At that time, on June, this is the event described by the Wilhelm, the journalist, emerged from their homes and went to the mansion of their contractor. Mansion means the homes of their contractor, and demanded higher wages. They were threatened, but they could not stopped, and a group of them forced their way into the house, smashed the elegant windows, panes and furnitures. Means they broke into the house. They plundered the storehouse and supplies of clothes which they tore to shred, and The contractors fled with their families. They ran away along with their families in the nearby villages. In response, the government within 24 hours sent army, and there were 11 weavers who were shot dead. So this was the an incident of Silesian village, which showed that how people were forced to suppress